9th November 1935. Talk 93. All are aware of their own self only, wonder of wonders. They take what is not as what is, or they see the phenomena apart from the self. Only so long as there is the knower is there knowledge of all kinds, direct, inferential, intellectual, etc. Should the knower vanish, they all vanish together with him. Their validity is of the same degree as his. Talk 94. A man prayed to the Master to pardon his sins. He was told that it would be enough if he took care to see that his mind didn't trouble him. 13th November 1935. Talk 97. A question was raised as follows by Chadwick. Mr. Edward Carpenter, a certain mystic, has written in a book that he had self realization on some occasions and that its effects lasted sometimes afterwards, only to be gradually lost. Whereas Sri Raman Gita says, snapped once is snapped forever. In the case of the mystic, the bondage seems to have persisted even after self realization. How can it be so? The master cited Cavalier as follows: the disciple, after realizing the all shining, unitary, unbroken state of being, knowledge, bliss, surrendered himself to the master and humbly prayed to know how he could repay the master's grace. The master said, my reward consists in your permanent, unbroken bliss. Don't slip away from it, devotee. Having once experienced the supreme bliss, how can one stray away from it, Maharishi? Oh yes, it happens. The predisposition adhering to him from time immemorial will draw him out, and so ignorance overtakes him. Devotee. What are the obstacles to remaining steady in unbroken bliss? How can they be overcome? Maharishi. The obstacles are 1. Ignorance, which is forgetfulness of one's pure being. 2. Doubt, which consists in wondering if even the experience was of the real or of the unreal. 3. Error, which consists in the I am the body idea and thinking that the world is real. These are overcome by hearing the truth, reflection on it, and concentration. The master continued. Experience is said to be temporary or permanent. The first experience is temporary, and by concentration, it can become permanent. In the former, the bondage is not completely destroyed, it remains subtle and reasserts itself in due course. But in the later, it is destroyed, root and branch, never to appear again. The expression Yog Bhrasht, those who have fallen down from the yoga, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita refers to the former class of man, devotee. Is then hearing the truth meant only for a limited few? Maharishi. It is of two kinds. The ordinary one is to hear it enunciated and explained by a master. However, the right one is to raise the question for oneself and seek and find the answer in oneself as the unbroken I. To be reflecting on this experience is the second stage. To remain one pointed in it is the third stage. Devotee. Can the temporary experience be called samadhi? Maharishi. No. It forms part of the third stage. Devotee. It looks then as if even hearing the truth is limited to a very few. Maharishi. The seekers falls into two classes, Kritopaska and Akritopaska. The former, having already overcome his predisposition by steady devotion, his mind, thus made pure, has had some kind of experience but doesn't comprehend it. As soon as instructed by a competent master, permanent experience results. The other class of seeker needs great effort to achieve this end. How will the hearing of the truth, reflection, and concentration help him? They comprise upasana, the nearest approach to truth, and will end in his self realization. The fourth stage is the final one of liberation. Even there, some distinction is made according to the degree, as 1. The knower of the Brahman, Brahmavid, 2. Brahmavid Vara, 3. Brahmavid Varya, 4. Brahmavid Varishtha, but all of them are in fact liberated even when alive.